Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I just want to give you a quick preview in terms of how this SPM1 Mark IV perform in term of the camera quality and how it's do in the video recording. Is it overheating? And how it's perform in terms of all lenses. So first of all, what I tested in my very first um camera testing is a video recording. So this one I took in a 4K 30 fps per second, and you can see the resolution over here showing a 38 3840 and 21st 60, right, in a total of 12 gig of the total size for the entire duration of the 28 minutes, right. um and some people are mentioned and state explain that they are just able to record about less than 3 minutes of a video, which I don't think is that true. Probably at least probably their hardware or their handset do have some problem, but in my country, this is in Malaysia, where the overall average temperature in this country are above 32 degrees Celsius. So I don't think the temperature will be a concern, but somehow I still able to record about 28 minutes of the video. But also I do capture some of the 4K 120 fps video just for some testing. You look at the fan, silly fan over here, is was slowing down for the 5x in 24 fps playback, and you are able to see some quality detail in terms of the fan moving, right. Of course there are some of the comparison that I do in this phone, especially like this is where I stand on the second floor of the shopping mall, trying to capture the things in on the ground floor. So I think the distance between the object and where I'm standing is about um more than 30 meter, or at least 20 meter differences. So that's one is a wide angle. The detail is not that good, but still acceptable. You can read the wording like last 2 days over here. Even the sign plate over here showing a Huawei, the Mi, and some are Honor, but the signboard of the shop and still able to read that, right. Then come with the 1x, I can still look at the some of wording 2x 2 days sales, but I cannot read the price tag or on the signboard, right. But if we zoom in into a 3.5x, I can slightly read the price tag over here. It's not very clear, but right here I can read on 20%. It's not very sharp at details. Let's go into a 5.2x, and yep, I can read it in the better way, 20% and $110. So if you try to compare how far it is, right, it's not very sharp, but this is the maximum zoom of 15.6x of the zoom telephoto lens. Compare how far it is where I'm staying. So this one should be able to give you some of the as a reference points lah, how this camera perform in terms of the idea, right. At least can give you some idea how this perform. So this one where I stand is like with the wide angle lens, aperture f 2.2 stop. It's not really perform very well in terms of HDR. It's not able to expose the lighting over here on the phone booth for wide angle. But if you go to the main camera lens, I think it's perform better. That this one is 1.7 stop, right? It's able to illustrate the wording of the phone booth over here, Reno 8 Oppo, right? This is another same main camera lens. So if you go to the zoom lens, yeah, we're still able to show the things, the portrait expert, Oppo, Reno, and some of the wording over here. Let me see which one. This is, yeah, 3.5x. The telephoto lens, I think, is quite usable. At least I can read the wording over here, right? Probably not on the back of the shirt, but the rest of the wording I think is still usable. Let's see what's here. No, portrait 5G. These are Chinese wording. Probably you guys cannot understand it, but I can read it. This is 5.2x. Right here I can read Reno 8. It's not very sharp. Little noise over here, but in terms of the usable of the photo sample, I think it still perform quite good, right? If you compare where I'm standing and zoom in into where the shot of the 5.2, I think it's quite usable, right? So there another sample is where I stand, like this wide angle. I'm trying to point and shoot on the signboard over here. The wide angle does not really perform very well over here. Did not expose the signboard here properly, and I cannot read the wording there. For main lens, at least I can read a little bit, but it's still not very well. At least I can read the golden bubble there, right? Then this is a 3.5x. I can read the wording and the signboard here, your daily best. So it's better, and this is 5.2x. Okay, 5.2x. And then lastly, I go to try on testing on the maximum zoom of the camera, which is 15.6x. I can read the golden bubble, milk tea, koi, whatever. So yeah, there are two samples here, and I think the color output is almost similar over here, right? Here are some of the sample that I'm trying to test again, and yeah, I think the result is similar. We can read the wording over here, right? Next thing what I'm trying to show you is about the burst shot. So these are when I'm trying to waiting on the traffic, and there are some of the photo that I'm trying to point and shoot, and if you look at the photo over here, I can clearly read the car plate number over here. So doesn't matter which one that I pick, PKT 436, right? And there's another one. This one not really clear for this. Probably the autofocus or focus on this moving car. So we pick someone at the back, and this one let wait. Yeah, this one I can wait it better. PKW 9200, right? You try to look until the back, the very last photo. Yeah, I can read the car plate properly. At least I can trust on this autofocus system in this phone. Right, portrait mode I think is still perform quite well in terms of separation of the object and bokeh. This is 85 mm of the lenses, and yeah, there are some the edges of the portrait mode, right? I don't think it's very bad, and these people are moving. I'm just trying to capture, just do a quick testing in terms of the thing, right? And there are some of the sample that I posted in Reddit, so you probably can read or refer some of the photo sample that I posted there. So here are the night shot that I got. For this one, no smoking, but it's not very clear, not very sharp over here. But this is 24 mm of the main lens, but you're still able to illustrate the HDR is not that aggressive, but at least it's still usable in terms of the overall processing, right. Here are the 5.2x of the photo in indoor with HDR keyed in, so you're still able to read the wording over here. Not very the best, but here is where I sit. Just now the photo are until this range. These are 24 mm, 128. So the output I would say is usable, but yeah, probably is not as best as you could read, but at least you can read some of the wording on the signboard.